everyone. Good day to the Zoom viewers and good day to you, sir. So, I would like to formally introduce to you my team. Who's watching out there? Again, good day. So, in the case 1 Turner Test Prep Company, it will be discussed by Miss Lieze, Jamisolamin, and Miss Marlyn Lucero. They will be discussing about the benefits of Test Turner Prep Company, and they will be discussing what the business is all about. For the case 2, it will be discussed by Mr. Arnold P. Juntahan. He will be discussing the case 2 entitled Gym Booth Inventory, and he will tackle also why the business of gym booth is very risky and what are the consequences of his business. And for the last case 3, a Monroe Lock and Security Service, me and Miss Anelyn Laurio will be discussing why the Wiry Monroe venture doesn't make him rich and why he earns small profit and big losses. So, but before that, I will be explaining to you what is the purpose of this Zoom meeting. So, the purpose of this meeting is that to find the best solution to each case and to understand deeply the cases, not only reading, summarizing, but also debating or answering the question in each cases so that all of you will be satisfied in our discussion. So let's begin. For the first case, it will be discussed by Miss Lieze and Miss Marlyn Lucero.
Good day, everyone. I'm Marlyn Pahunang Lucero, discussing the introduction of Turner Test Prep Company. Wait for a while, guys. In the spring of 2003, Jessica Turner felt that she came to a cross with her business. As the founder and CEO of Turner Test Prep, a company specializing in preparing of people's certified public accountant or CPA exams, she felt that she was not achieving market share and growing in the right direction. After 3 years of providing prep classes to both students and professionals, Turner had about 10% of the market and was facing fierce competition from her primary rival, National Testing Service. Uncertain with which growth direction to take, Jessica completed several opinions. So, as a founder of Turner Test Prep Company, she was having a hard time with her business. Turner Test Prep Company, a California company that's preparing for CPA exam, then Jessica felt that she was not achieving of her target market and it feels like she's not going for the right direction. Then, 3 years had passed that the company is providing classes to students and professionals. Turner just 10% of the market and she was facing a strong competition with National Testing Service. Maybe Jessica considered several options of their business. So that's our for introduction, guys. And Miss Lieze will continue to discuss the background of National Testing Service.
So I am Lieze Jamisolamin discussing the background. So please wait for a while. Background. Jessica Turner started Turner Test Prep in the summer of 1997 after graduating from Case Western Reserve University with a master's degree in accounting. She passed the CPA exam and began applying to Big Six accounting firms. Frustrated after receiving several rejections, Jessica began to consider other employment options. Her graduate degree was in business, and after graduation, Jessica worked for several years in the business after office of a small test prep company based in San Francisco. The company prepared students who wanted to take primarily the SAT, GRE, GMAT, MCAT, and LSAT. Although her job was to manage the company's business affairs, she also began teaching math to students several nights a week. Jessica received training from the company in teaching basic teaching skills, and she applied those skills toward teaching the math portion of the exam. She received positive feedback from their students as a conscious and innovative teacher. So, in additional, when contemplating what to do next, Jessica was struck by the fact that so many of her colleagues were unable to exam. Convinced that she was not only skilled in accounting and finance principles but also in knowing how to study effectively, she decided to start her own test prep business, teaching specially to the CPA exam. It was content students professional willing to decode would benefit from a full-service program that gave students all classes and individualized attention so they could pass the exam. Jessica returned to California, put together a business plan. The secured firm specializing in small startups. She decided to focus her business and marketing efforts in the San Francisco Bay Area. Based on her research on the Bay Area's concentration of different types of business, Jessica estimated that there was a market of about 1,000 students a year. So that's all the background of Jessica. So the next is the CPA exams.
CPA exam. Wait for a while. Although people will undergraduate or graduate degrees in accounting or business may do accounting work for a company, becoming a CPA provide additional certification that employers prefer. Becoming a CPA can increase an accountant's salary by 10 to 15% and is typically necessary to secure upper-level positions. The exam is offered 2 times a year in May and November. It is grueling 2 days, 15 hours event compromise for multiple choice, essay, and problems question. The subject tested are business law, auditing, accounting, reporting, and financial. In order to certify to become a CPA, people must fulfill the following requirements: have a college or master's degree with 24 semester with dedicated to business-related subject, and at least 24 credits in accounting, a minimum of 3 credits, business law, finance, and tax subjects. Pass the CPA exam, have 2 years of work experience with bachelor's degree of 1 year of work experience with 150 course credits. The exam is offered 2 times a year in May and November. So that's all for the CPA exam.
Wait lang. So, the next is the CPA exam prep services. The CPA exam varies on slightly from state to state. In order to study for the exam, people typically purchase books, software, or online courses to help them prepare. The materials usually provide an overview of the tested materials, study guides, and practice questions. The online tutorials often provide more practice questions and giving students timed exam so that they can simulate actual testing conditions. Due to the amount of material covered in the exam as well as its level of difficulty, students are advised to give themselves 4 months to study. In the San Francisco Bay Area, several community colleges offer 1 week review classes to help students prepare. These classes give students starting point, after which they could use supplemental materials to study on their own. So, the next is the National Testing Services. The National Testing Center, or NET, is Turner's primary competition. NET is National Test Preparation Company that has been in existence since 1962. Next is the National Testing Services. Turner's primary competition, NET, is National Test Preparation Company that has been in existence since 1962. The company focuses on virtually a very standardized test that has programs for high school students taking the SAT, undergraduate students taking graduate school entrance tests such as the GMTA, LSAT, GREG, and MICA, and graduated students taking ratification tests like the bar and CPA exams. NET offers a free repeated course if they do not pass the exam and boasted a 75% pass rate. The course is prices from $1,000 to $1,500, depending on which of the services the student chooses. NET provides a study schedule, study techniques, and information about how to take the exam, and it boasted cannot be found in any course on the market. So, the Turner testing advantage will be discussed Marlyn Lucero. Continue.
So, for continuation of Lieze, despite NT's success, Jessica knew that with a pass rate of only 25% for first-time takers, there was a need to provide a comprehensive program to students so that they could pass on their first try. She devised a full-service program that lasted for 6 weeks and was 3 to 6 hours per day. She worked with accounting, finance, and law professor to design a curriculum to give students a comprehensive approach to studying for the exam. She hired the professors to give 3 live and 1-hour lecture per day, and she thought the test-taking techniques and organizing skills necessary to easily assimilate the mountains of information that students needed. Pricing course of $1,000 per student, she felt that she was providing her student with more of an advantage and better preparation than any of the NTC options. That's all for the advantage of Turner Test Prep Company.
Turner Test Prep Company. The fixed costs were abide by Turner Test Prep Company on annual basis in spite of the fact that CPA exam prep sessions are held 2 times a year only. The cost expenses can be categorized into fixed and variable costs. For instance, for break-even analysis, the business operation should produce sufficient profit to cover up the operating expenses. In the case, the fee schedule per student is $1,100. Break-even point can be stated as fixed cost plus variable cost equals profit or revenue. Operating costs for Turner services. Annual fixed cost. Professor salaries about 1,200 hours per year. So, 75 per hour. So, 1,200 hours times $75 is equal to $9,000. So, next is the office space is $2,000 per month. So, $2,000 times 12 equals $24,000. And utilities and insurance, $1,000 a month. So, $1,000 times 12 equals to $12,000. Printing is at $500 per month. And $500 times 12 equals $6,000. Printing at $400 a month. And $400 times 12 equals $4,800. So the travel is $200 per month. And $200 times 12 equals to $2,400. So a total of $139,200. So those 139,200 divided by 600 equals 1,100. So solving for x equals 139,200 divided by 500 equals 278.4 students annually or 140 students per session or biannual session schedule. So, Jessica Turner's break-even point, considering $1,100 in fees per student, is at least 140 students per session or 280 students annually to cover for the business expenses without making any profit or gaining a loss. The result of these services provide a 100%, 70%, and 80% pass rate for the last 3 sessions. NTC program boasted a 75% pass rate. They could improve their marketing and promote the higher passing rate. NTC has been around for a longer time, and unless Turner Test Prep Company advertises its strong unique points, it would be difficult to sway customers away from NTC. So that's all of the Jessica's operating costs for Turner services.
That's all for case 1. Any question, clarification, violent reaction for the case 1?
I have a question, Miss Lucero.
Yes, Miss Laurio.
So this is my question: in what way that the student need to study and what way to purchase?
Pardon, can you please repeat your question clearly so that I can hear?
So this is my question. I repeat: in what way that the student need to study and what way to purchase?
What way they need to study and what they need to purchase. Okay? So the test prep company offer an online course to help them to study, and notes and software, books they provided to students so that they can study as well. They need to study especially we're offering a business and accounting, and we offer a notes software and books. Not everyone have a time because not everyone to take an exam or book, so we are offering an online course or online classes so that everyone can take the exam or classes so that they can pass the exam. So they need to purchase a notes, software, and books and online classes. So that's all for your question, Miss Laurio.
Any questions?
question to everyone?
I have a question. So, if I were a student, what assurance you will get, or what assurance that I can get, or what assurance that the students get from the Turner Test Prep Company? Both of you can answer.
Can you please repeat your question, Miss Mata?
My question is that if I were a student, or if I were one of the students who would like to enroll in the company of Jessica, what assurance that I will get from that company?
Guys, we were offering a accounting, right? And we were teaching, or the company teaching you the techniques and organizing information that you need in the exam. Especially, we purchase the books, right? Softwares, course online. We will help you to pass the exam. If you're not pass the exam, we will also help you to try again. But our goal is the first taker to pass the exam of accounting. Miss Lize, do you have addition?
So, in addition of Marlyn explanation, the assurance that the students can get of the company of Jessica is she offered a guarantee allowing those students to repeat the course if they did not pass the exams. Any questions?
Thank you.
Miss Laurio, are you still there? You are not listening.
I'm listening. So to save Mr. Arnold Juntahan, maybe his question for you guys is that what are the benefits that the student, or what are the benefits that the student get from the Jessica's company or business?
I answered that question in number 1.
No, it's not.
That the benefits that they can get.
Okay, sige. So to save Mr. Arnold, because maybe he's having a hard time in his signal, so maybe his question for you guys is that what are the benefits that the student get from the company of Jessica?
So, thank you for that question, Miss Mata. So, the benefit that the students get on the company of Jessica, it have a full service program that gives students full classes and individualized attention so that they could pass the exam. Turner Test Prep can also develop more on its differentiation strategy. Jessica can continue teaching students in her own different way, which she finds effective. She can continue with her one-on-one sessions with her students, which they appear to appreciate in gaining much knowledge. So moreover, Turner Test Prep uses various ways of evaluating students' progress and challenges as they prepare for the exams, thus helping the students tackle problem early enough and progress in their preparation smoothly. So the benefit that you get in Jessica's Turner's test prep that it is focuses on virtually standardized tests that offered and has programs for high school students taking the SAT, undergraduate students taking graduated school entrance tests such as the GMTA, LSAT, GRAG, and MICA, and graduated students taking ratification tests like the bar and the CPA exam. And it provides a comprehensive program to students so that they could pass on their first. And that's it. Thank you for those questions. Thank you, listeners, to listen our discussion, the case 1 Turner Test Prep Company. Thank you.